Welcome to Souls Emerging 1111. Thank you for joining me and taking the time to watch my video. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope it helps you, just helps give everyone a little bit of guidance into their day, as far as just how to just live at a higher level. And just helped to give you a little bit of insight in regards to your life, maybe what you are going through and experiencing right now, and just give you a little bit of guidance as far as what you can work on within yourself, maybe in situations around you, and yeah, how things are going to kind of turn out in the future for you. So we are doing a pick a card reading today. So again, I am using crystal cards as crystals to choose from. So I have 3 piles. If you guys are interested in doing a personal reading, again, these are general timeless readings. So when it's your time to hear it, I believe that you are going to be guided to it, to listen to it. So again, you can listen to these at any time. But if you are interested in doing a more personal reading, the link to my website is down below. Please go ahead, click on the link, schedule a time. I'd love to speak with you and try to help you out as much as I possibly can. And I also do recorded videos. So if maybe you're not comfortable one-on-one, or you just want it to be a little bit more private or personal, I can also, you can schedule or purchase a video reading, and they come in different lengths of time. So there's a different price range for everybody, and depending on how much information you'd like to receive. And then again, I also, you can check out my website in the store. I also have links to the cards that I am doing. You can also purchase my decks as well. There will be a link in the store to go ahead and purchase those. And then also there is a link for a donation page. So if you necessarily don't want to do a personal reading, but you like checking out my YouTube videos and getting the readings daily, please, you can go ahead and leave a donation down below. It just helps to support me, support my readings, and just help to keep them fun and interesting for you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to do pick a card. We got 3 piles here. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1 is the lapis lazuli. Card 2 or crystal 2 is topaz. And third pile is sodalite. So take a minute if you need to, pause the video, and just feel what you're gravitated towards, what's kind of pulling you in, what your eye keeps going back to. That's the pile that you want to choose. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and we will get started. Hi guys. All right. So we are starting pile number 1 for everybody who chose pile number 1. This is the lapis lazuli. And what it says is, who needs it is cat people. Leos, anyone who uses the phrase, in a past life, I'm totally convinced I was a, where to put it, as a spiritual armor that lets the world know when I walk into a room, it's customary for y'all to bend the knee. And then when to use it, when your thoughts are not your friends. Call on lapis lazuli to help get you out of whatever your mind has gotten you into. It says, or send to your rightful throne. So this is more of a earthy, grounding, clearing. This would be good for, I believe, throat chakra. It's blue, which is your throat chakra. Possibly third eye, maybe even for grounding. But it's just, it says, oh, send to your rightful throne. So I think right now, it says, your thoughts are not your friends, or your friends. Yeah. So, you may have low self-esteem, I'm hearing right now, maybe low confidence levels. And it's just saying, believe in yourself, send to your rightful throne what you believe, about yourself, because what you believe about yourself ultimately is going to have a tremendous effect on how you feel overall, about yourself, just physical well-being, emotional well-being, and it really just has a total effect, mind, body, and soul. So really stay mindful of the thoughts you think of yourself. And if you want to help clear out some chakras, get a piece of lapis lazuli. I also do chakra healing and cleansing readings. If you're interested, I can definitely help you do that, but it's really good to help align the chakras and clear out all the unnecessary stress and craziness we build up within ourselves, just from day-to-day living, and it's good to just clear your mind and kind of center yourself, ground yourself, and then just, ascend to your rightful throne. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to do some Oracle of Angels cards, and it says, inner calling. Okay, and growing. So I think you are, it says ascend to your rightful throne. You have this you have an inner knowing, if you will, an inner knowing, that it's time to step up. It's time to grow into who you can truly be, and that's a beautiful thing, clearing your mind and really figuring out what you want to attain, is going to help you, maybe get a plan together, but again, inner calling, you kind of know, and I believe what you really truly are being called to do. I feel like there's some apprehension for some reason to why. I'm not sure why. Again, if you want a more detailed reading, please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to look into it more for you. But your inner calling, and you can feel it. Like if you look at this picture and the sun is shining so bright, like that warmth, that power, that energy, that fire, is in you, and you I think when you feel it, and it's time, it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to grow up, I'm hearing, and ascend into your rightful throne, because it's going to be a positive thing in your life to happen, because not only are you going to grow as a person, but ultimately I feel you're going to be in a much better emotional state as well. Okay. And then we've got your super attractors for today. So it says, when I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Yeah. So, when you're patient, you got to put the work in, but then you also got to give it time to grow, so you've been putting the work in, and I think you know what you're guided to do. And now it's just, it's time for you to kind of step up, and when you do that, also be patient, do what you can, but let the universe do what you cannot, for yourself, so if there's something that you want to do, but you're like, oh, well, take actions to do what you can, to make it happen. And the ones that you can't figure out, or the ones that the actions that you're kind of stuck on, you're like, oh, well, kind of, I'm not saying overlook it, but overstep or kind of put that on the back burner for a second, and see, is there anything else that I can possibly do to continue moving myself forward until I can make that happen, or until I can figure out how to make that thing I just put on the back burner, how I can make that come to fruition. Okay. So be patient as well. And it says, my greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force. Yeah, they come through freedom. Yeah, so be patient, because sometimes the more you try to force something, it's almost a clear sign it's probably not for you. Usually when things are for you, they happen naturally, especially if they're divinely orchestrated, things that before you were even born were kind of written into your story, you gotta be patient, but you gotta be open also, and remain free to I'm hearing a different way sometimes of seeing things, or doing things. All right. So enjoy the process, but be patient, because through that patience, that's where those answers are going to come through, when you're doing what you can, but you're also remaining appreciative for what you have, where you're going, and, being diligent and realistic, but, also, being free and not being, not getting negative, or forceful throughout that process. Okay. And for your goddess guidance card, we got fertility. So Astara, okay. And it says, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Yeah, so exactly what I said. Your inner calling, like right here. What you're being called to do. What you want to do and need to do, which is going to make you happy. And it's time for you to do it. It's time for you to grow, evolve. Do what you can, make it happen. Don't be overly forceful, but do what you can, and trust in yourself. I'm hearing trust in yourself, believe in yourself, because you can make it happen. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects. So this is time, so if doubt was holding you up, don't let it, because it's time. And you're gonna, if you see the basket, the basket is full of Easter eggs. So your basket will be full. I don't know if you could see that. So yeah, get started. You're gonna have fun. All right. And then for star seeds, it says abundance. Yeah. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. So I think you're in some line of humanity. I don't know if it's, definitely some type of service to humanity. And again, if anybody's interested, please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to look into it a little bit further for you. But it says, when your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. So, again, I think it's also going back to just when you're doing what you truly love and know, like what lights that fire inside you, when you do that, abundance happens naturally. It just, because you love what you're doing. Okay. So, keep that in mind, and stay positive, because, things are going to work out, and you're going to be happy. You're not just abundantly in wealth, material wealth, but abundance in just overall health, well-being, happiness. I'm hearing, you're going to feel really good, and you're going to be in a good place. Next one says release. It says, release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Yeah. So anything that is holding you back, that is bringing you down, or being negative against what you really want to do, it's time to release that, because it's just going to hold you back, and it's just going to keep putting doubt and spewing doubt into your mind. And that's not good. You want to find somebody who supports you. You want to be open to constructive criticism. But you want to, don't let people stop you, is what I'm hearing. And then, yeah, Earth Guide, your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Yeah. And Earth Guide, so be proactive, I'm hearing a leader, love and be loved, show love and you get love back. And especially now in these times, I think it's even more important to really stand up, because so many people, I think, are afraid right now. They're not really sure what to stand up for, what's right, what's wrong, and I think this is just saying for you, it's something that you're here to do, is to show love and be loved, because you have that ability and that personality to connect with people, I think, on that emotional level. So, all right, guys, that was your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. Hi, guys. So for everybody who chose pile number 2, who chose the topaz crystal. So topaz, this is really good. This is, it's kind of like an orangey color. This would be great for your sacral chakra, for clearing, healing. And this would also be good for your cosmic chakra, also up into the stellar chakra, okay, for clearing and healing. But for topaz, it says, who needs it? It says, anyone burning a midnight oil, the candle at both ends, bridges, or all of the above. where to put it, wherever the action needs to happen, and then when to use it when you're aiming in the right direction, but keep misfiring. Passion is totally indispensable, but if you're not careful with it, it might burn you up. Call on Topaz to transform wild obsessions into laser-like focus and burning desires into getting things done. Increase your firepower. Yeah. So if you grab a little Topaz, this will just help to spark a little bit of energy, but I'm also hearing balance back into your life, So I think, you have definitely a lot of fiery energy happening right now. So I feel a lot of energy, very, not aggressive, but motivated and very, very driven, I'm feeling, but almost haphazardly. There's just too many things going on. So it's time to kind of rein that firepower in, and really try to start to focus and maybe get a game plan. I actually, in the last reading, but get a game plan together. It's time to get things in order, create more of a sense of balance. And Topaz will help you to do that. It'll help you kind of find your center, basically. Okay. And then for your Oracle of Angel cards, we have, here and now. So here and now. So like it said here, focus on the here and now, and I think that's kind of like where all these ideas, maybe I'm feeling like a lot of just a busyness in the mind, or a lot of ideas and maybe not sure where to kind of go or where to start. And you just focus on the here and now. What can you do right now, right here and now? And that's what you need to focus on. That's what's going to help you to start kind of gaining a little bit more clarity, a little bit more of a view as far as how you need to navigate going forward. Okay. And then the next one, it says inner child. Yeah. So, I think part of this is also, healing those inner child wounds, and I'm hearing inner child, like, you're almost, oops, sorry about that. It's like thinking like a child, inner child. So but using that inner childlike sense in a good way, being creative, having that open mind, letting new ideas come in, new ideas or new way of doing things, I'm hearing, because that's what's going to help you to focus, if you're focusing on the here and now, what you can do right here, right now, get creative, open your creative mind. How can you make things happen, and if you're focused on kind of what you really want to attain and what you want to do and what you can do right here and now, it's just going to help to progress you that much further and that much further along faster. Okay. And then your next one is energy. Yeah. So it's going to pick up energy once you can kind of wrap your hands around this, focus on what you can do right now, get creative. And you're going to find that it's going to pick up momentum. It's going to gain energy quickly, so stay focused, stay balanced, and just focus on what you can do right now. Be creative, have fun with it, enjoy it. It's a process, and it will gain momentum. The energy will come. Okay. All right, your super attractor. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. Yeah. So what you receive, what you think is what you receive, so the better, the more positive your thoughts are and the more aligned your thoughts are with what you truly want to attain, the better, the more you're going to be able to receive. So the more you'll be able to receive, the faster you'll be able to receive it. But you have to keep your thoughts positive, because the minute you start letting negative thoughts in, you start thinking, oh, well, no, I can. Or you start losing that creative ability, that's where that energy starts to die down. You don't want that. You want to focus on what you can do right here, right now. Be creative, be childlike, be open like a child. I listen to my grandson all the time, and, he comes up with ideas and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that's actually a really good idea. That's how we all need to think sometimes, is get back to that creative, like thinking like your inner child, open up your mind, because that's what's going to give you the energy to push forward and make these things happen and come to fruition. And the better your thoughts are, the more that you're going to receive, and the faster that will happen, because you're allowing it in. Okay. Yeah. When I'm in a state of appreciation, I'm in vibrational alignment with my true love nature. Yeah. So again, when you're you know, when you're in a state of appreciation, it's almost like appreciate everything, because then when you appreciate everything, you see things in a different light. Not much really bothers you, because you can appreciate the fact, like, granted, don't get me wrong, there's things that are, just get on your nerves, and there's just some days that are better than others. But again, I do meditation and I do yoga. So if you guys are interested, again, jump on my website. Those videos will be coming on soon. There will actually be a members area, but also a good way to help ground yourself, center the mind, but stay in a good vibrational alignment, and have appreciation. Don't lose that along the way, because whatever you want to attain, you are going to have obstacles that come up. And just, again, remember, have good thoughts, appreciate the process, appreciate what you're going through, because those hurdles are just going to make you that much stronger. All right. And be able to go further and faster. Okay. Your goddess guidance card is Coventina, purification. And it says, it is time for cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. Yeah. So it is just time to kind of clear your head, is what I'm hearing. It's just like up here, get some topaz, clear your head, your cosmic chakra is what I'm hearing. Again, I do chakra healings. I'd be more than happy to help you if you want to book a time. But you really need to focus on just cleansing your body and your mind. So, maybe eat better. I'm hearing flush. So drink a lot of water. Try, you drink, and we should all be drinking about 64 ounces a day anyways. But really try to focus on doing that, because it's just time for you to really cleanse your body, and not just your body, but your mind. So staying off of TV, getting out of Netflix, just staying out of in front of the boob tube is what I'm hearing. Get outside, get into nature, and that's where your creativity is also going to start to flourish as well. Okay. And then your starseed cards, we have observation. So expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Yeah. So get outside, start observing, start experiencing and observing things, try new things out, maybe something that you've never done before. But yeah, get out and observe things, get out from in front of the TV, get outside, get into nature, the divine matrix of life. And then blue flame, connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. Yeah. So, just find what you love to do again. I think a lot of us have gotten lost in this time, and we all got stuck, and, maybe are still stuck inside. But find what you love to do. Maybe things you even did as a kid that you love to do. And you're like, why did I ever stop doing that? Find what you love to do, and because you just never know, where it will lead you. Who you'll meet, but also, what you can learn. And it just helps to spark that flame within yourself, to love yourself. And I can't say it enough. Love yourself first, and you're also in charge, or not in charge, but you're also, in charge and in control of loving yourself. Nobody is going to tell you to do it except for me, maybe, but, do it for yourself. Love yourself first. Okay. All right, guys, that was your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and talk to you soon. Okay. Bye. Hey, guys. All right. So for everyone who picked pile number 3, this was Soda Light. Okay. So this is a blue card. Blue usually is associated with throat chakra. It also can be, I guess you can kind of use it more as for your third eye, maybe, also grounding, but so Soda Light. Who needs it? Planners and producers, Virgos. Where to put it? Wherever you do your best non-thinking. And then when to use it. When you have a big idea or big decision to make. When you're 99% finished with the project, but you can't get your head around the last 1%. Don't seriously give up. Meditate with sodalite. Abandon solution-oriented thinking. Surrender your intuition and watch your problem get solved from someplace much deeper. Deepen your intuition. So, you know, sodalite is great. Yeah, this is something, it's just, you know, I think you're kind of stuck right now. You might be feeling a little bit stuck. You know, your throat chakra, you know, needs maybe a little bit of opening up. Maybe you need to speak up a little bit more in order to kind of help this block. Again, if you guys are interested, I do chakra healing readings to clear negativity and remove blocks. If you're interested, go ahead and check out my website down below. You can set up a time. I can either do it live or we can do it. I can send you a private link, a recorded video link. So if you're interested, check it out. But yeah, great way to help kind of cleanse and remove blocks and any negative energy that you may be harboring that may be holding you back. But yeah, and this is saying with sodalite, you know, deepen your intuition, you know, get in tune with yourself, because when you kind of calm your mind and clear your mind, I'm hearing maybe take a walk just to clear your head, you know, that one, like it says, that last 1% that you're struggling with, that's going to be when it comes up, or that's when you're going to find that answer, you know, is when you're just taking the time to clear your head, and it's going to come to you like, why didn't I think of that before, is what I'm hearing, you know. So, and go with your gut. It's, you know, deepen your intuition, have more trust in yourself and your ideas and your inner knowing, you know, your inner sense of self, you know, because that will guide you. Okay. For your angel, Oracle of Angel cards, we have application. So that's a beautiful card, application. So yeah, you know, apply, I'm hearing apply yourself and moving towards the light. Yeah. So I think you're starting to gain this deeper intuition. You know, you're starting to apply yourself a little bit more. I think you're opening up, and like I said, it's blue, that throat chakra. I think you are kind of, maybe you don't speak up, or you don't speak up for yourself, is what I'm hearing, you know. And I think that's starting to change. You know, you're starting to realize this, and you're starting to trust when you need to speak up, you know, because you're moving towards the light, you know, and you're starting to see yourself for who you truly are, you know, and what's important to you, you know, and what you need to do is what I'm hearing as well, you know. So, you know, trust in yourself, you know, don't, you know, watch your surroundings, watch who you are around, you know, surround yourself with positive people, you know, and continue to apply yourself, trust yourself, because you are moving towards the light. You are moving into a better sense of self, in a better position in your life, and just your overall well-being, mentally, physically, and emotionally as well. Okay. All right. Your super attractors, we've got true manifestations are powered by service and love. Yeah. So it's just saying, you know, when you're doing things that you love, and when you're doing, you know, say, you know, when you're doing things of service, for people, when you're doing something you love and you're able to help people, it's always just a win-win situation, and it always just brings positive energy back. So true manifestation. So, you know, as you're going along, you know, if somebody is kind of negative, you know, just stay true to yourself. If you're doing it and you're doing it out of love, and it's something you love to do, and people are enjoying it, then continue to do it, because that's what's going to bring, that's how you manifest happiness, health, wealth, you know, good relationships into your life. You know, do what makes you feel good, you know, as long as if it's helping people, like I said, it's even better. It's a win-win. Okay. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. Yeah. So sometimes, you know, it's funny because, you know, sometimes when you face your fears, you know, it's like you go out and you face your fears, come to find out it's that fear. Not just do you overcome it, but it opens you up. That opportunity to learn about that fear opens up so many different doors for at so many different levels, whether it be relationships, career, finances, life, whatever it may be. I mean, you just never know. And I'll use a really quick reference. I'm scared to death of guns. And about 3 years ago, I took my gun safety course. I kind of sat on it. Just recently, over, time, I've been thinking about buying a gun, and just recently I purchased a gun. And I gotta say, I was still pretty scared as I bought this gun, and I was like, I spent a lot of money on it, and I just wanted to be able to use it properly and safely, and you know correctly. And you know what, I this is now a few months later, and it's probably one of the best things I've ever done. I have not only found that I am actually a very good shot. I had no idea, and I'm a nervous wreck, so I can only imagine once I learn and calm down and get a little bit more comfortable with it, how much better I will be. And and I have met just some of the most amazing people. I have a very different understanding of handguns, rifles, the ammunition that is used, and why, and for what reasons, and it's just been a really very insightful. It's been a fantastic learning process for me. Open up my mind to have a greater understanding of things. However, it's also, I've met some of the most amazing people, and I'm actually going to possibly join a gun club. It's an all women's gun club, but it's to empower women to defend themselves and to stand up for themselves, and stand up for their rights, their Second Amendment especially. So anyways, just a funny story, but sometimes your fear, what you're afraid of, sometimes you face that fear, and it's exactly what you needed to get through that 1%, or get to that 1% and finally overcome it. So go ahead, try new things, make sure you're doing it, out of love, and that you enjoy it, because you're gonna take off with it. It's gonna be a good thing. And then when I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. So when you have faith in what you're doing, and you're doing it from a place of love and peace, and you're not trying to force it, when you're doing something you love, you naturally, you're going to trust everything's going to work out, because you're not going to give up. You love what you do. You're not going to give up what you're doing, and you're going to overcome. And it's much better, when you try to control things, that's when things can easily start to fall apart, because you stop listening to yourself. You don't listen to your intuition. You stop applying yourself, and then, you start acting out of fear instead of love, and then you start attracting what you don't want into your life. So stay mindful of that. Okay. All right. Your goddess guidance card is Butterfly Maiden. Transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So I think you are just going like you're starting to realize, you're starting, I think, learn how to speak up for yourself. Use your voice more is what I'm hearing. You're trusting your intuition a little bit more. You're starting to apply it to your life, and it is starting to move you forward. It is moving you towards the light. And this is just a huge time for it's transformational for you. I think it's transformational for a lot of people, but especially for you in this time. It's been very eye-opening, almost awakening, and it has transformed you, but in a good way, because it says which brings great blessings. So what you're doing, is good. Stay on that course, because it will lead you to the light. And then your starseed cards, it says surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. So don't try to control. It says come from a place of peace rather than control. We can't control everything. And when you try to, you just almost make things worse for everybody involved. Try to just stay and surrender. There's only so much you can do. Do what you can, and do it with love. Do it with kindness, do it with peace in your heart, and don't try surrender trying to control the outcome of every situation, because you just can't do it all the time, you know? And even if you try to, you know, along that road, there's going to be a lot of bumps and hurdles that you're going to have to overcome. And it's not going to be exactly as you plan, you know? So, and once you can surrender that and understand that, you're just going to take a lot of stress off of yourself and then for others around you as well. Okay. Love, live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. Yeah. So, you know, be you and, you know, show people who you are, show the love that you have in your heart, you know, and don't be afraid of what other people say, you know, because people are not going to like you all the time or, you know, always agree with you, you know, and, you know, you gotta live your truth. You know, what's true to you, you know, what's in your gut, you know, and what do you know and believe about yourself? You know yourself best. You know, love yourself, live your truth, what you know about yourself, you know, and don't worry about what other people think all the time, you know, because not everybody's going to agree. And, you know, sometimes just a simple matter of not seeing things eye to eye, maybe personalities clash, whatever it is, it's okay. It doesn't mean you have to dislike them or they have to dislike you. They might, and that's okay, but it doesn't mean you have to feed that negative energy, you know, come from a place of love instead, live your truth. And then channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Yeah. So if you allow yourself to be and release control, surrender, you have the ability to heal others. You know, you have the love and the ability to spread that energy. You have that energy that you can spread to other people. You know, you can channel that to other people. You're able to, I feel like you're able to connect to people easily. I'm hearing good communication, good relationships, just personality, good personality, warm. I'm hearing warm and caring, fun. You know, so you can channel your loving energy to people, you know, if you choose to, and you can do it in a very productive manner and respectful manner, you know, as long as you're willing to surrender control, though, you know, and just kind of let things happen as they need to. Especially, I'm hearing when it comes to relationships, let relationships be very natural, you know, and then just be you, live your truth, you know, you show your love, and people are gonna show that love right back to you, because that's just you. So, all right, guys, that's your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, we will talk to you again soon. All right, take care. Bye.